Today we're talking about stacking overdrive pedals. You just heard a demo of one of my favorite combinations of pedals, and that is a Greer Amps Lightspeed and a Klon. This one specifically is made by Piedmont Custom Electronics. It's the aluminum Falcon 3. Now, I've had a silver Klon, I've had the KTR, I've had a number of Klon clones, and this is the one that I've ended up with. It sounds great, it's built well, and it was really affordable. So it's a win all the way around. That being said, I don't really want to talk about the specifics of these two pedals. They're both great, but what I do want to do is give you more of the general approach or the general mindset behind stacking overdrive pedals and how I approach it. So it really all starts with the amp. I like to set up my amp on the cleanish side so that it's breaking up a little bit when I really dig in hard. I find for most amps this is a sweet spot. The amp is starting to naturally compress and get a really full sound. This principle applies whether you are using an actual amp or you're using some kind of modeling or profiler. You know, those things are meant to sound and react like amplifiers. So it might not be exactly the same, but the principles still should hold true no matter what kind of platform you're on. Now, obviously, the combination of pedals is really key. For me, I find that I really like a transparent style overdrive or an amp style overdrive pedal and kind of more of a mid-range overdrive pedal like a Klon or a Tube Screamer. For me, having overdrives that are slightly different, that kind of bring a little something different to the table, makes a good recipe for stacking overdrive pedals. I find by not using a ton of gain from either one of the pedals, it gives me a really cohesive sound. In the example, I was using my 5E3 Tweed Deluxe copy that I featured a lot here on the channel. And then I'm getting a little bit of gain from each pedal. For me, this helps keep it cohesive and retains the overall character of the amp. So in this example, I have a cleaner sound from the amp, and then I have my first stage of a transparent overdrive, which is maybe more of a chunkier rhythm tone, and then I have more of a lead sound or a bigger overdrive sound. For me, I found the order of the pedals to be really important too. I like the mid-range overdrive to be closest to my guitar and the transparent overdrive to be closest to my amp. That way, when I hit my mid-range overdrive, it is going to be hitting my transparent drive a little harder. I'm going to be getting a little extra gain maybe from that stage, and everything kind of cascades into one another really well and really nicely. Now, there are thousands of overdrives out there, and there's no just one recipe for getting the perfect sound. But again, I find this approach to work really well for me. again, more of a transparent amp style overdrive and a more mid-range focused overdrive. When I can combine those two together with a little bit of overdrive from the amp, it just works really well for me to get the tones that I'm after, and ultimately gives me a lot of versatility, whether it's live or in the studio. That's going to do it for this video. As always, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Also, let me know down in the comments what some of your favorite overdrive pedal combinations are. I'd love to hear them. All right, until next time, I'll see you out there.